Growing up, were you one of those kids who, when you got a big toy, were more content to just play with the box instead? Perhaps, maybe you even have kids of your own like that now. If so, then damn, does Nintendo have the deal for you. Cut out the middleman, just buy a cardboard box to play with, essentially. Introducing Nintendo Labo. These cardboard cutout craft things, where you're essentially making peripherals to interact with your Nintendo Switch. I will say this announcement is perfect for me, coming off of my video where I said Nintendo is the most interesting company in the gaming industry. They're always looking to be different, to surprise us, so please tell me who of you thought something like this was coming? Who was expecting this to be their next big announcement? Cardboard peripherals. But being interesting, being unique, isn't enough. Does something like this, these cardboard peripherals, actually make sense? Do they make any sense at all? Well, here's the thing. I could see kids being very interested in these, and even some adults. I think there's a bit of crossover potential here with the Lego / other DIY toy builder and creator type crowd. Certainly not saying a huge one, okay? Don't be misquoting me saying I think this is a Lego level idea or anything. But I could see some of those types of people being at least intrigued by this. Beyond that, there's the issue of practicality and the price, for me. Commercials and ads always make stuff like this seem so easy, so simple. Oh, anyone could do it, just a few little bends of the cardboard, you slide the slot A and port B, and boom, there you go. But how close will things play out like that when the consumer actually gets their hands on it? The fishing pole is one that caught my eye most in terms of both interest and this potential problem. You know, lots of small moving parts made of cardboard. Sounds like a problem to me. These things don't scream long-lasting, at least. I'll tell you that for free. And I know some of these are probably just concepts, but, you know, like that steering wheel one, you know, they showed the inside before they put the wheel cover, I guess, on it, and it has like moving parts connected by string. Oh, I'm sure people are going to put that together without any issue, Nintendo. Yeah, totally. But I think the one people will be talking about the most out of this trailer is this robot sort of VR-like game. We see the kid, he puts on this big backpack type thing, as well as a headset, which I thought the Switch slided in, but watching the footage back, I don't think I actually saw him playing it with the Switch in front of his face, and they showed the game being played on a screen, which doesn't make any sense if the system is attached to your face. And he's like stomping around, smashing buildings with a Joy-Con in each hand. But looking at that, it also looked like that would mean the thing would require 4 Joy-Cons, perhaps, to operate at least properly, which brings me to my next issue, the price. So they already got a website up for this stuff, Nintendo, or no, it's labo.nintendo.com. And if you go there, you'll see that, you know, those first 2 packs that they tease at the end of the trailer are already up here. And the Variety Kit one is listed for $69.99, and the Robot Kit one is $79.99. I think having these things cost more than your standard full-price game on the Nintendo Switch is going to be a problem. I think specifically for getting that more adult crowd in, because, you know, if I'm saying this, I'm looking at it from my perspective. Yeah, like the fishing thing kind of interests me a little bit, but in no way do I think it's going to hook me. Like, whatever that game is going to be, I don't think I'm going to be wanting to just grind hours and hours into that game. I think a lot of these games will be something people enjoy for a few hours here and there, and then they move on. And since they cost more than a standard game, it's hard for me to be like, oh, do I want to get, you know, something like Breath of the Wild that I'm going to put dozens of hours into, or do I want to pay more to get this thing that I'm going to be tinkering around with all this cardboard stuff? I'm sure some of it's going to be, you know, broken, tear. I'm going to have some kind of issues repairing it, definitely over time, like as I'm playing this. I definitely don't think, especially with kids, I don't think these things are going to hold up very well. And just clicking around, I'd want to check out this robot one, you know, what they have to say about it. and it has the stuff that it comes with, and sure enough in there, you know, those strings are there, and man, the moving parts idea I think is going to be, it's going to be a problem with these. So for that reason, I don't think they'll get many of the, quote, kids at heart type adults as they may like. But for actual kids, young kids, I could see parents wanting to get them something like this, something to get their kids to do something they feel is more creative while playing video games. I'm not saying you can't be creative with your video games already. I can almost hear the little slimy sausage fingers of Minecraft children typing away. But most parents don't see it that way. This being more arts and crafty leads me to believe parents will see it as a more engaging way for kids to play. And beyond that, a way to play together, right? I just thought about this. Many parents may not really get video games, but building these peripherals is something they can do together with their kids. And even for the parents who are into gaming, I could see this being a fun co-op sort of crafts project. But without a real demonstration of how this works, and honestly for me, I would probably have to wait for this stuff to come out and see how people react and review it, specifically like after they've had it for a while, because like I've stated a couple of times in this video, my biggest issue with this stuff is having the whole thing fall apart, break, and then, you know, what do? You gotta buy another one? This trailer feels more like a proof of concept thing. I don't think all of these implications in this trailer will even see the light of day, but who knows? And I just wanted to give some of my initial thoughts and reactions to the whole thing. So with that, this video's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts on Nintendo Labo. Is it gonna be Labo or is it Labo? Probably Labo, like laboratory. So yeah, let me know about it in the comments. Are you interested in this stuff at all? What would you like to see from it? You know, do you have any ideas on, you know, a cool way they could do some kind of gaming stuff with this? And do you think it could be a big hit with the kids? As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching.